Good evening and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining tonight's virtual swearing in ceremony for the 2021 Arapahoe County Board of Commissioners. My name is Dirk, and I'll be your host for this special event. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, thank you for joining us for this unique and momentous tradition. Before we swear in our commissioners, I'd like to ask Nancy Sharp, the county's current board chair, to say a few words. Commissioner Sharp.
Thank you, Dirk, and thanks to everybody for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. It is unique to be doing our swearing in this way, but we are so glad to have you and so thankful for you to be joining us tonight. You know, every Tuesday when the commissioners have our regular meetings, we start, which have been virtual for many months now, as tonight is. We always begin our meetings by gathering and by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. So I'd like to ask my fellow commissioners and those of you watching to please join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, Republic, stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And we appreciate you joining us virtually this evening. Over the past 10 months, we've had to adapt and change our regular routines as a result of COVID-19, just like I'm sure you all have, and tonight is no different. While we're encouraged by declining case numbers and the distribution of new vaccines, we still need to avoid being around others as much as possible to help reduce the spread of the coronavirus. That's why we decided to host this swearing in virtually to keep ourselves, our families, our staff, and the residents of Arapahoe County safe and healthy. Tonight's ceremony reminds us all that the Board of County Commissioners leads the important function of county government. Commissioners Jeff Baker and Bill Holen will continue serving residents of District 3 and District 5, respectively, for another 4 years. And we welcome Carrie Warren-Gully, the newly elected commissioner for District 1, to join our commitment to enhancing the quality of life for county residents. While all 5 commissioners represent different districts, political parties, and backgrounds, we all share the common goal of preserving and enhancing a thriving community. Seldom has meeting that goal required more agility than over the past year. Obviously, the pandemic has dominated our agenda since March. It's forced us to make many adjustments to our operations without compromising our ability to continue delivering traditional services to our residents, businesses, and communities. The county was able to coordinate emergency response and leverage $114 million in federal funds to create the Arapahoe Cares program. This series of initiatives distributed more than $50 million to cities for local needs, issued over 1 million pieces of personal protective equipment, provided over $15 million in small business assistance grants, funded $6 million in needs for our 9 county school districts, and took care of our residents by providing food assistance, housing vouchers, rental assistance, and healthcare programs. Even amid the COVID chaos, the county also achieved many of its other goals in 2020, including conducting the decennial census, running 3 successful elections, continuing to provide and assist our most vulnerable populations, and creating master plans for transportation and open spaces. We're able to do all of this while keeping our budgets and financial profile as lean as possible. So overall, we've had about as successful a 2020 as many of us could have hoped for under the circumstances. These illustrate how we've risen above so much of what 2020 has thrown at us, and are confident 2021 will present even more opportunities for the county. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Dirk, our moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Sharp, for setting the foundation for tonight's events. The swearing in of county commissioners is an important event for the Arapahoe County community. On behalf of the commissioners, I'd like to thank the other elected officials for joining us tonight. Now, I'd like to introduce Chief Judge Michelle Amico, who will preside over the swearing in. Chief Judge Amico is the presiding judge for the 18th Judicial District, which includes Arapahoe, Douglas, Elbert, and Lincoln counties. Chief Judge Amico, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Dirk. Hello, Arapahoe County. It's my honor and pleasure to preside over the swearing-in ceremony here this evening. I want to just take one moment to extend our deepest thanks to our Arapahoe County commissioners for all you did for us in 2020. Commissioner Sharp just mentioned the Arapahoe Cares funds that were secured. Well, we were a recipient. I can tell you it was challenging to try to run the largest judicial district in the state of Colorado in the midst of a global health pandemic. And while I didn't get to see our county commissioners this past year as much as I would have liked to, I know they were right by our side. We benefited so much from our partnership with you. Thank you for the signs that you gave us to display our patrons at the courthouse. Thank you for all the extra PPE that we were able to use. Thank you for the extra day porters that you gave us to help keep our courthouse safe and clean for our patrons, and for our wonderful maintenance and facilities crew. We can't enough. It is only in our partnership with you that we were able to continue to ensure equal access to justice for everybody we are so passionate about serving. So thanks. I look forward to better days ahead in 2021 with all of you, and look forward to the time when we can all be together again. And with that, we'll start with the swearing in ceremony of Commissioner Carrie Warren-Gully from District 1. Are you ready? If you'll raise your right hand for me, please, and repeat after me. I, Carrie Warren-Gully.
I, Carrie Warren-Gully,
Do swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
and the laws of the State of Colorado,
and the laws of the State of Colorado,
and will faithfully perform the duties of the office of County Commissioner, District 1, upon which I am about to enter, to the best of my ability. Congratulations, Commissioner Warren-Gully.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Commissioner Warren-Gully, would you like to say a few words?
I would. Good evening, and thank you so much for being here. I'm so proud, humbled, and excited to serve the citizens of Arapahoe County as your next county commissioner. It isn't very often in our lives that we get time to publicly thank people for their support and their encouragement. So I would like to take the liberty of doing so this evening. To start, I would like to thank the very foundation of my life, the two people that are with me here this evening. I want to start with my mother, Hannah Warren. She raised us with love, taught us to serve our community with passion. So Mom, thank you for teaching me to dream, to work hard, and to lead with heart. And to my lifelong partner, Jim. How can I ever thank you for always supporting my crazy dreams? We have built such a wonderful life together, and thank you for always being my biggest supporter. Jim and I are so very lucky that we have many of our family members that live in our community. And as many of you know, it takes a family to run for office. So to my brother Sean and my sister Becky, their spouses and children, I thank you. To my mother and father-in-law, Leo and Verda Gully, and the incredible family of in-laws that I am a part of, I cannot thank you enough for your support and friendship. And lastly, to my friends and many volunteers that are on this call, my deep appreciation for your support, your encouragement, and help to give me this opportunity to serve the citizens of our county. Over the past few days, I have had the opportunity to meet with fellow commissioners and many of our staff members. I'm so very impressed with the talent that we have in our county, and I'm excited to work with my fellow commissioners. Although there are many pressing issues facing our county, you can imagine our number one priority at this point is COVID. Our number one concern is to continue to support the health and safety of our citizens and our community. But we also want to make sure that we support the economic recovery of our county and of our state. Soon, Commissioner Jackson will be giving a brief overview of some of our priorities, but I did want to let you know of a few of my own personal ones. As the daughter of a psychiatrist and a former school board member, I see the importance of working to provide easily accessible and affordable mental health support. COVID has shown us that mental health can affect any of us, regardless of our age or our background. It is not an issue that will be solved by our schools alone. It is not an issue that will be solved by our corrective services alone or our senior advocate community alone. It is a community dialogue and commitment to work together so that no one suffers alone. Arapahoe County is one of the fastest growing counties in our state, and it is predicted that we will eventually be the largest. While this growth brings some really wonderful opportunities, it creates some very complex challenges as well. We need to be continuing to work on and implementing the strategic plan of our county so that we are planning for our future 3, 5, and 10 years down the road from now. Again, thank you for this amazing opportunity to work for and with the citizens of Arapahoe County.
Thank you, Commissioner. Now, let's turn the floor back to Judge Amico for the swearing in of Commissioner Baker.
Commissioner Baker, are you ready? I'm so happy to see you. If you raise your right hand for me and repeat after me. I, Jeff Baker, do swear by the ever-living God.
Excuse me, Judge. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Judge. I do not hear Commissioner Baker. Commissioner, is your system on mute?
No, I am off mute.
Okay, I hear you. Judge, I apologize. I just wanted to make sure that we heard the Commissioner's response.
We will start over just in case everybody did not hear. I, Jeff Baker,
I, Jeff Baker,
do swear by the ever-living
do swear by the ever-living God
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
and the laws of the State of Colorado.
and the laws of the State of Colorado.
Will faithfully perform the duties of
And I will faithfully perform the duties of
the office of County Commissioner,
the office of County Commissioner,
District 3,
District 3,
upon which I am about to enter,
upon which I am about to enter,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Commissioner Baker.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Judge Amico. Commissioner Baker, this is your opportunity to say something to our guests tonight.
Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone who is attending tonight. Thank you first and foremost to the voters of District 3. I want to say I appreciate your confidence in me to give me this second term in office. I have a lot of people I want to thank tonight, including the many employees of Arapahoe County, especially Mike Casey with Facilities and Fleet Management. All of the employees have supported me for so many years, and I've gotten to know so many of them, and they've supported me in this endeavor. So thank you to them. Next, I want to say thank you to my family, to my wife, Youngson, to my son, Timothy, to my daughter, Maggie, to my granddaughter, Helena, and to James Foster, Gary Leonard, Carrie and Bob O'Toole, Julie and Larry Peterson, Catherine and Bonnie, and Walt Baker. Those are my family members. And so I just want to say thank you to them. There were a lot of people that helped me in my election this time, and I'll go through this as quickly as I can. First, to Jack and Sarah Cutter, to Randy and Shelley Miller. I can't thank you guys enough for all of your help, especially out in the more rural part of Arapahoe County. Jason Lester, Tim Hurtgen, Kitty and Dave Gruber, Francoise and Greg Bergen, Lynn Myers, Polly Page, Peg Sale, Gary May, Carol Baker, no relation, Myron Spanier, Bill and Kathy McCartan, Evie and Jim Ashmore, Mason Stefancic, Priscilla Ron, Jake Zambrano, Joe and Rosabelle Harrington, Kathleen and Roger Chandler, Dorothy Gottlieb, Alex Franginillo, John Kellner, Steve Odorizio, Laura Thomas, and Roger Partridge. I want to say in Korean, 고맙습니다, that means thank you. 대단히 고맙습니다, thank you very much, to the Korean community that supported me. The Weekly Focus newspaper, all of the people at my church, the Yongnak Presbyterian Church of Denver, Moksanim and Samanim, Pastor Chun and his wife, and to my big brother, Hyungnim, Harry Hyun-Soo Kim. I also want to say thank you to the people of Byers and the American Legion. I work with a lot of good people on the number of boards that I've been serving on. So I want to say thank you to the folks that I know through Arapahoe County Airport Authority, the Denver Regional Council of Governments, including Doug Rex, the Unified Metropolitan Forensic Crime Lab, Tim DeFore, and all of the other board members, my fellow board members on SEMSWA, Aqua, REAP, the I-70 Chamber of Commerce, the town of Bennett, and the town of Deer Trail. Commissioner Warren-Gully said it right. It takes a lot to get through these elections. I couldn't have done it without the largest support of my wife, Youngson. I can't thank her enough. I know it was a tough year to campaign. We made it by the grace of God. There's no doubt in my mind that it's through God's will that I'm here tonight taking this oath. And she reminded me that I needed to say that, but I didn't want it to seem like the Academy Awards where they come up and the first thing they do is say, I have to give thanks to God. But that's true. I really do need to say that. To my fellow commissioners, I pledge to work with you to bring a sense of humor, not take myself too seriously, and to get things done in the next 4 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. Your Honor, back to you for our last swearing in of the evening.
Do you want me to stand by you?
Yeah.
Hi, Commissioner Holen. I'm so happy to see you. Raise your right hand for me
It's
and
raised.
repeat after me. I, Bill Holen,
I, Bill Holen,
do swear
do swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
and the laws of the State of Colorado,
and the laws of the State of Colorado,
and will faithfully perform the duties
And-
of
and will faithfully perform the duties of
the office of County Commissioner,
the office of County Commissioner,
District 5,
District 5,
upon which I am about to enter
upon which I'm about to enter
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Commissioner Holen.
Thank you very much. Come over on this side.
Thank you, Judge Amico, for your time tonight. Commissioner Holen, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much. First of all, this is my third and final term as County Commissioner for District 5. It's been an honor to serve the people of the 5th Commissioner District, the state of Colorado, and this wonderful country. I couldn't do this without the love and support of my wife, Debbie, who's behind me. Debbie has been my campaign manager, my inspiration, and the person that tells me I'm talking too long. It's been an honor these last nearly 10 years of serving the people of this district and the state of Colorado and this country. As a disabled Vietnam veteran, it's been an honor to have the kind of support that I've had from the people within the 5th Commissioner District, both Democrats and Republicans, I think, which is reflective of how we need to control and operate and represent our government. It's an honor for me to be here tonight, to have an opportunity to express my appreciation for all the people in the county of Aurora and the state of Colorado. It's been a wonderful opportunity to impact the policies and programs and projects that impact all the lives of my district and the county. We're facing an incredible challenge the last year with the COVID virus, and I plan to exert a lot of my work and commitment to bringing an end to this insidious virus, COVID-19. We work as a team on our commissioner, and I want to personally congratulate both Carrie and Jeff, who I've worked with for nearly 4 years, for their commitment and continued support of the mission that the county has. I also will devote a lot of my time on the issue of transportation, including congestion and air pollution. The governor recently appointed me to the Regional Air Quality Commission that deals with our air pollution, and I will strive to make sure that I can work hard to reduce air pollution within the state of Colorado and the Denver metro area. On that note, I want to thank all the volunteers that helped me, all the support that I've gotten from and continue to receive from the Aurora Chamber of Commerce and the Arapahoe County Economic Development Council. We're working to survive this economic crisis and hopefully restore the crippled economy that have suffered as a result of COVID virus. You have my commitment. And finally, I want to reiterate what my driving force as elected official is to bring a voice to those who don't have the voice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Holen. Now, as we wrap up, I'd like to turn the floor over to Commissioner Nancy Jackson for a look at the year to come. Commissioner Jackson?
Thank you. And congratulations to Commissioners Holen, Baker, and Warren-Gully. We're really excited to work with you in this healthier year and hopefully more, well, not more, but productive year. So with the newest iteration of the county commissioners now in place, we still have significant challenges ahead of us. The agility and collaborative spirit that the county has shown in dealing with COVID will continue to serve us well as we move into the vaccination phase of this virus, and while supporting the recovery of our local businesses. As 2020 showed us all how important the county's network of open spaces and trails were to maintaining our mental health, to ensure that the funding for those county and city assets remains in place, we'll be talking with our residents over the next year about renewing that sales tax so that we can keep enjoying those assets for generations to come. In 2021, we commissioners will turn a careful eye towards fiscal restraint as we continue executing our strategic planning process. The strategic plan sets the standards for our actions, our interactions, and decisions as we determine how we will more efficiently use funds to deliver exceptional service. Given the economic stressors that the pandemic has created, keeping our fiscal house in order will be a top priority for the board. But even in the face of these challenges, the board and the county have a detailed to-do list for 2021. So I'm going to name 5 of those things, but there are more. So first of all, we're going to begin preparing for the coming split of our own 23rd judicial district, which is targeted for completion by 2025. So the 18th is going to be split into 2, the 18th judicial and the 23rd judicial. Secondly, we'll continue to invest in projects that will address the congestion issues brought on by the county's rapid growth. Third, we'll keep providing important social and human service programs and work collaboratively with others to provide as many resources as we can for those in need. Fourth, we'll continue exploring ways to fund our aging infrastructure, especially our county's jail and courthouse. And fifth, we'll keep executing our master plans for both open spaces and transportation. This is just a sampling of the work that we plan to do in 2021. We encourage all of our residents to stay informed on the county's actions by actively participating in the governmental process, which you can still do even while we're doing many things virtually. The board's weekly public meetings, for example, are streamed on arapahoegov.com. You can also subscribe to a weekly commissioner newsletter and join our virtual town hall events. Your involvement helps us keep on target to achieve our goal of being a diverse and vibrant county where all voices are heard and residents and businesses can thrive.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Jackson. And congratulations, commissioners. I know you'll be jumping right into work with your first public meeting in the morning. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening for this event. We hope you have a great night.